Hey guys, your boy Sean. I'll be back with you with another video. And real quick before I get started on this new video on my Flag Was Fly channel, I want to say shout out to everyone that viewed, subscribed, liked, comment my last video where I talked about Jalen Reagor and him deleting his social media. That video has over 4,000 views. Like I said, it has the most likes I ever had in this channel, the most comments, and like it's definitely the most views. It's up to I believe 4,200 views at this point, and still going up as I'm talking right now. So again, I appreciate everyone with that support who, like I said, viewed it, liked it, liked the video, comment on it, shared it around to everyone, and like I said, also subscribe. So please continue to support. I appreciate it, and let's get right into, like I said, this new video here on my Flag Was Fly channel. Now today, the New York Giants, a lot of Eagles fans probably already know, the New York Giants did, I got my computer in front of me so I don't forget his name and all that stuff, but the New York Giants did release a cornerback. That is cornerback James Bradberry. The 28-year-old James Bradberry was released after the Giants, was reported the Giants have been trying to find a trade partner pre-draft, even after post-draft. According to the Giants GM, they did say that they've had interest for James, Bradberry as there before the draft, but I guess once the draft happened and everyone got their corners or people they wanted, no one was really jumping at the opportunity to trade for him. And it's not trying to say that James Bradberry is a bad player. That's why no one wanted to trade. But it just what happens in most any sport, especially in the offseason, where you're trying, you may want that player that the team is trading and putting on the trading block, but if you know in the end that team is probably going to cut that player, there's really no reason to try to give up any assets or anything at all if you know you can at least try to get that person via free agency or whatever you have to do. Now, obviously, it's way easier, I guess, to do it through trade because it's between you and that team, and you don't have to worry about a bidding war with other teams once that player does hit the free agent market. Now James Bradberry, I'll be honest, I didn't really know much about dude. Like I said, it's not saying that he's a bad corner or anything like that, but I know he played for the Giants and everything, but he played 2 seasons with the Giants, and I got his numbers pulled up here. The 32 games he's played with the Giants, like I say, he's been there for 2 years. He recorded 101 tackles, 7 interceptions, 35 passes defended, and 2 forced fumbles. And that's in 32 games. So that's not bad at all in a 32-game season. He made the Pro Bowl back in 2020, which is, again, like a couple years ago. Here we are in 2022. And like I said, he's 28 years old. So I don't think it's a no. I believe it's a complete no-brainer that Howie Roseman should be doing everything in his power. I'm not saying give this man a max contract, but he absolutely, as soon as he hit free agency and the Giants let him go, Howie Roseman should be one of the first few people to call his agent or whoever he has to talk to in James Bradberry's camp to try to sign him onto the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles so far this offseason, you can give them a good grade. It's not like the Eagles have been terrible or anything like that. But the one thing Howie Roseman has continuously failed to do is address the secondary situation. Like I said, besides, a few years back we got Darius Slay. Besides Darius Slay, we do not have a second string corner or another cornerback you should, I would say, on that depth chart you really trust to line up alongside Darius Slay. It's the same situation we had with Devontae Smith and us not having a clear number 2 wide receiver until the Eagles pulled off that great trade to get A.J. Brown. So now we got a clear number 1 in A.J. and you could also like a 1A with Devontae Smith. So you got that 1-2 punch, I'm trying to say, when it comes to wide receivers. We need to do that with our cornerback position. We have Darius Slay and some other dudes. I honestly forgot the Eagles corners. Apologies. But what I'm saying is we don't have a clear number 2 as our cornerback group. I believe the Eagles tried Steve Nelson, I believe his name was last year. I believe he was a former cornerback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That didn't work out. I think the Eagles signed him to a 1-year deal, whatever, and that didn't work out. He wasn't horrible, but he wasn't good enough to really want you to be like, okay, we could trust him to, like I said, line up alongside Darius Slay for years to come or anything like that. Like I said, James Bradberry is 28 years old. He's still in his prime. The guy has been he's been a really good defender these last couple of years. So I really don't think it's really hard to understand why the Eagles should go try to sign him. Again, this is something Howie Roseman has continuously ignored when it comes to cleaning up this defense, is really not addressing having a solid foundation when it comes to cornerbacks. We already missed out on Tyrann Mathieu for the safety group. Everyone still thinks that there's someone else we can go out there and grab, but it sucks we missed out on Tyrann Mathieu to help shore up the secondary. This is another chance. Can we please go get James Bradberry? I would be okay with this move. Because again, we refuse to address this in the draft, and everyone was like, well, just relax. There's still free agency. There's still other guys still out there in the market. There'll be some undrafted guys maybe. Personally, I'm tired of undrafted, unproven secondary players, because you clearly see that doesn't work out. I would just go get a guy that is proven. James Bradberry fits the mold. I heard he'd be a great fit for this team. Like I said, I keep going back to his age. He's only 28 years old. We can definitely use a guy like that. Like I said, in 2 seasons, the dude had 101 tackles, 7 interceptions, 35 passes defended. Again, it's not crazy numbers, but in 2 seasons, it's not bad numbers either. I definitely think he'd be a good fit alongside Darius Slay. And again, I hope that Howie Roseman is doing everything in his power to get him. The last thing I want to hear is another team come in and take this guy, and the Eagles didn't offer him any type of deal or something. At least let me see a report where Howie Roseman came out, where there was a report where Howie Roseman did offer him something, and maybe another team offered James Bradberry something better. I personally hope that we get this dude. We need a cornerback, man. We need another corner to line up alongside Darius Slay. Our secondary, I still believe, is one of our weakest positions when you talk about in whole, on the depth chart. When you talk, like I said, the whole is on the team roster. We don't have a good secondary, man. It's been a while since we had a solid secondary. And we, like, again, that defense, I know people say Howie Roseman loves building this team off the defensive line, which is fine, but the pass rush is not always going to get home. The pass rush is not always going to get to the quarterback. So you have to hope, if they can't get there, that you can trust your secondary to make stops on third downs, make stops on crucial moments throughout the game. And if we have seen as Eagles fans these last 2, 3, 4 years, the Eagles have not done that. They have not got their, when it comes to their playing against decent quarterbacks, decent to good quarterbacks, the Eagles secondary is just always giving up big plays on like 3rd and 15, 3rd and 10s, and it's so frustrating. Like, could we please just go get a competent corner to line up alongside Darius Slay? That's it. That's all I want, man. If the Eagles can get James Bradberry, and then start focusing on maybe the safeties, the safety core, I honestly believe, I believe this offseason has been a success. And I think if we do that, I'm not saying we failed if we don't get a corner or a safety for the rest of the offseason, but I want to give us an A this offseason, but right now I'm giving us like maybe a B. And I know that sounds crazy to people because we got A.J. Brown and stuff like that. Listen, that's cool, but I still would like us to really clean up that secondary, because again, we had a chance to do that during the draft, or at least go get a early in the draft, and we did not do that. I was for us getting Kyle Hamilton. It didn't work out. Everyone thought, from Notre Dame, the safety from Notre Dame in the draft, it didn't work out. We went with Jordan Davis from Georgia, and after that happened, everyone was talking about Tyrann Mathieu, but then he ended up signing with the Saints. So at some point, we have to clean up the secondary. I know I keep repeating that in this video, but that's what all I gotta say, man. Please just please get James Bradberry, and I hope I can make a video saying we got him. I'm happy about this, and let's move forward from there. But again, like I say, you guys start the video. I appreciate the support. I noticed like this video was everywhere. But yeah, I didn't write a script for this. I wasn't gonna make a video about this until it was official that we either signed James or he went somewhere else. But I just want to get my 2 cents out there. So like I said, I appreciate the support for the last video. He said the crazy amount of views I got for that. And like I said, just continue to support. And I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'm out, man. Peace.